What's going on, people? This is Shy Harris, and today is another edition of Interviews with a Rebel. And as you see, there's nobody here with me today. It's just me. So the reason it's just me is because I feel like ever so often I need to kind of just give a life update on what's been going on with me professionally, personally, what's going on with the channel, what's going on with my social media, like what's going on up in here, because that's the most important thing. What's going on up in here right now. So that's what this episode is today. I just want to kind of take a couple of minutes out of your time. So we're not going to do the 35-minute, 45-minute episode of Interviews with a Rebel that you're probably used to, but it's going to be maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes. So yeah, let's kind of get into it. So let's start with this channel as well as just my output on social media lately, right? So as you see, if you've been following me for a while, I used to post like a lot of different videos, but then probably within the last at least 6 to 9 months, it's becoming a lot. They kind of do all that plus, build a business, right? And I guess over the last couple of years, especially back when I used to watch like Gary Vee videos like all the time, I felt like, hold on, about to sneeze. Let's get it. So yeah, after watching Gary Vee videos, I felt like I had to build a business by doing everything around building a business except for building a business. And so that led me to doing a whole bunch of videos with different people and doing all these different things that I felt like was necessary for me to build a business. When in all actuality, all I had to do was start to build a business. That makes sense? So with that, like I said, I was doing the videos, the case study videos, the different interviews, the conceptualized videos, the spec videos, and all that type of stuff, which were, fun to do for the most part. They helped me, expand my portfolio, all that good stuff. And some of those things I'm going to keep doing. But I was doing it in hopes of building a business when I can really what I really should have been doing, just focusing on the stuff that I had going on. And really just finding different ways to monetize what I'm actually doing in my business, right? So when I came to that realization probably a couple months ago, the thing that got me there was I was taking so much time out of my week crafting different content, crafting YouTube videos, crafting content that I can put on social media, that I was letting the work that people paid me for slip by, or I wasn't putting all my energy into the work that people was giving me. I feel like the videos that I was still putting out came out great, but it wasn't my all. I wasn't 100% focused into it. Just because it wasn't my original idea. Most of the time it's the idea of the client. So I like, what, I'm gonna put my ideas and creative energy into my own stuff. And even with that, sometimes I wasn't putting in my own creative energy into my own stuff. And that's because I was set on the YouTube timetable of, all right, I need to put out something every week, or on my social media, I need to put out like 2 or 3 posts a week that are like fire. And then I started to come across people who were super authentic in their messaging as far as their pages or their content. One of the main people was Skylar Marche. I think that's how you say her last name. So I started following her, and I saw that she put out dope content, but like this is like supremely dope content, like super over the top. But she didn't do it like on a super consistent basis. It wasn't like she was doing something every day, or sometimes even every week. It was like, all right, when I feel like it, or when I have something dope to do, I'm gonna do it. And that could be once a month, that could be once a week, that could be, every couple of days. Like whenever you feel led to, that's when you do it. So that's kind of the model that I'm starting to take up. So if you've seen a couple of the videos that I put up here that have free beside it, right? So I came up with the idea of, instead of posting, once a week, or, like on my social media, like every couple of days, I really want to get to the space of creating what I want to create when I want to create it. And it doesn't have to fall within a particular series that I'm doing or a particular concept or a particular vein of video, because that just doesn't matter. Like, I want to do exactly what I want to do when I want to do it. So the first video was me actually just shooting a quick little video with a artist, Ashley Raynell, who you're probably going to see on his channel a little bit more frequently. And I did that just because I was inspired by Master of None Season 3, how they shot everything. So I wanted to kind of shoot something similar to that. And then the second video is where I just kind of sat down with my cousin who, just got home from prison. And we just kind of talked about his transition of coming back home. And that got a lot of love and a lot of traction. So with the free series that I'm going to be bringing to you guys is really just, like I said, me doing exactly what I want to do when I want to do it, no matter what it is. If it could be a short film that's really a long form commercial, which is something I really want to do. It could be a traditional YouTube video. It could be a blog. It could be a travel video. It could be a wrestling talk show. That's something I plan on doing as well. It could be whatever. It could really be whatever. But I just have so many ideas that are in my head of stories that I want to tell, or different forms of video I want to create. And so instead of me trying to fit the mold of what YouTubers are doing or content creators are doing, I really just want to do exactly what I want to do, and not feel the need that I have to post every week or every couple of days or whatever the case may be, because that's just not how I work. So be on the lookout for that coming soon. That's going to be something I'm very passionate about, very excited about. I'm actually shooting a video this week in regards to that, so that's going to be dope. What else? So another thing that I'm actually in the middle of doing is I'm in the middle of writing a book. The topic is a little bit outside the norm of what somebody would expect from me if you're just kind of seeing me on the surface level, right? So I'm pretty excited about that. So I've actually started writing that probably about a couple of weeks ago. So my plan is to have that book ready by my birthday, which is September. So I'm going to put some work in on that, and hopefully, that can actually grow the way I need it to grow. So I ain't gonna really say too much about it until it's go time for that. So just be on the lookout, so when you see stuff that looks kind of crazy for me, you know what it is. So let's talk about personal for a second. Personal life it's crazy, but it's a good crazy, right? It's crazy in that, as you probably already know from a couple of videos I've posted, is that I actually have a child on the way. Me and my wife are currently pregnant. We are pregnant. So we have a little girl coming in October 31st, which is Halloween. So I'm very excited about that. But it's crazy that when something big like that happens, as a man, you automatically think of all right, I got to get stuff together. I got to make sure my wife good. I got to make sure the baby good. Make sure the household good. And it's really man time. It's time to lead and kind of get stuff together. So that's kind of where I've been at personally and mentally. It's just all right, the household is cool, but it got to be better. We got this baby shower coming up that's going to be a little over the top, so I want to make sure that's good, make sure that's going to be everything that we kind of hope for. I want to make sure my wife is comfortable at the house, make sure we got everything we need for the baby, and really just still be able to just take care of all the things I need to take care of. So that's making me just head down and focus, which I'm not even stressed, but it's just go time to kind of get stuff taken care of. So yeah, that's exactly where I'm at right now. So just a lot of things that I do now is kind of centered on that. It's all right, it's time to kind of make things happen a little bit. So yeah, that's where I'm at personally. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to kind of touch on in this video? And back to me putting out content. Let's rewind that a little bit. So I made a post yesterday about, it feels good now to put out content, but people will say like, hey, that's why I don't do it. And I'm like, it's a little bit different, because the reason I feel it's vital is because my business actually grows when I put out content. Like anytime I do a personal video or a personal piece, I get leads, I get contacts, I got, it builds up my portfolio, I get people hitting me up, all that good stuff. So it's a little bit different. Like before, I felt like I was in a quantity over quality kind of mind frame of kind of just putting out stuff and not really worrying about if it's good or not, just kind of putting it up to kind of keep the momentum rolling. But now it's like, all right, I'm at the point now where I've been doing this for a while. I've gotten better content wise. So now it's time to actually just put up like some high quality content that I actually take my time on. I kind of flesh out a story and kind of make it something that people are, gravitate towards. So for the people that say, hey, that's why I post content, you never started posting content and you never really understood the reason why people put out content. So it's not the same. You should be putting out content to grow your business because people have no idea what you do. So that's all I got. I think that's it. I felt good in that. So what you can expect is, me not being around as much, but we still putting out some good interviews with a rebel. I got some more awesome conversations coming out real soon. And yeah, we're just doing a lot. We're doing a lot, but not a lot at the same time, if that makes sense. That sounds kind of crazy, but the people that get me, you'll get me. So that's all I got for today. So once again, I'm Shot Harris, and you guys stay safe, stay rolling free, but keep creating, keep shooting, and you guys have a good one.